Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, and in today's video we are going to be doing an in-depth review on my Frank Thomas stealth leather jacket. So without further ado, sit back, relax, grab a cup of tea, and let us get into the video. So ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? I hope you're doing well, and as the title suggests, today is the day we finally do the in-depth review on my Frank Thomas stealth leather jacket. And today I'm attempting to use my 2-camera setup again, so hopefully with any luck you guys will be able to see me not just through my face but also through the session. So where shall we begin? I suppose really we should be beginning with the actual build quality of the jacket. Now personally, I usually wear Alpine Stars, but this jacket came along at a really good price, so I figured I'd give it a bash. And if you remember, this jacket did actually make an appearance in a previous video, which was my Ducati Panigale V2 video that I did, well, over a year ago now, would you believe, down at P&H in Crawley. And the weather that day was absolutely bloody atrocious. It was cold, it was wet, it was windy, I had no idea where I was going, I had no idea what the bike was capable of. The jacket felt stiff, the jacket felt rigid, the jacket itself got soaking wet as well. So that obviously didn't help. But today, thankfully, it's a little bit chilly, but it's not raining. So that's one good thing, I guess. So today is the day that I have decided to try and do my in-depth review on this jacket. So in terms of what it actually comes with, it does come with a thermal liner, which I've taken out. It also comes with a TPU, which is like what stands for thermopolyurethane elbow and shoulder sliders. It also has sea level 1 armour in the elbows and shoulders as well. It does have 2 outer zip pockets just here. It's also got one what they call Napoleon pocket on the inside of the jacket as well, which is where I currently have my phone sitting, which is, if you can see what I'm talking about, it's actually just here but on the inside of the jacket, so just where my hand is. The actual leather itself is full grain cowhide, double stitched and double stitched and triple stitched in all the high impact areas. In all fairness, it's not the most expensive jacket in the world. I believe, if I remember rightly, when I bought this jacket it was about £200. Obviously, if the price has changed since then, please forgive me. But moving on to the fit and finish, I mean, naturally it's not of the same quality as the likes of Alpine Stars, Dainese and so on, but it's not the worst in the world. I would say if you wanted to put this on a level with another brand, I would say this is probably close to RST. Fucking idiot running in the road for. Some people are just so fucking stupid. It's like there's absolutely no reason to run in the road, but they do it anyway. Customary breach. Anyway, as I was saying, so the jacket's full grain cowhide. It does have neoprene around the collar and around the cuffs, and a little bit around the waist as well to help with the comfortability of the fit. It has got adjustable waist velcro, so you can tailor the fit to a degree, so that's always nice to see. Another good feature with this particular jacket is that anything that is Frank Thomas will fit together. So for example, if you wanted a pair of leather bottoms that didn't have knee sliders on them, you could quite easily get away with buying a pair of what I refer to as more sports touring leathers, and you can actually have textiles that zip to this jacket as well, but only particular models. Now forgive me, I don't remember what those particular models are, but there are particular ones that will zip to this jacket. Another cool thing is that Frank Thomas have recently released a new pair of gloves that go quite well with this jacket, and I may even end up buying a pair. Not sure if I will yet, because I still love using my little shorties like I'm wearing right now. Admittedly, they don't go really well together with, you know, a leather jacket, but you know, who cares? As long as you're comfortable, that's the main thing. Do you know what I mean? Now, initially, I was not 100% sold on this jacket, I'll be honest. But what I found after that the Panigale V2 video that I did, and also now, is that the more I wear it, the more comfortable I'm becoming. Now, if I'm honest, I think this jacket is probably slightly too big for me. I think I could probably have squeezed into a 46 rather than a 48. But it's not the end of the world, do you know what I mean? So what it does mean is that when this jacket has finally stretched out a little bit, if I wanted to wear a hoodie or even put the thermal liner back into this jacket, I won't have a problem. So that I can rock the thermal should I need to. Another good feature with this jacket as well is that I've noticed that I actually have a rucksack on my back and I can't even feel it. How mad is that? Now, normally, as you guys know from previous videos, I normally wear what can only be described as a soft shell bomber jacket with no armour in it whatsoever. Now, I know I'm going to get a lot of stick for saying this, but that jacket is very, very comfortable for just a street jacket. I personally don't really like the idea of not wearing armour, but that jacket is just so comfortable. I just wear it all the time. It's kind of like my commuting jacket, whereas the leather jacket that I'm wearing I would normally reserve for fast road riding or spirited road riding or track days or whatever. And speaking of track days, if you haven't seen the video on Track Days Revisited, make sure to check it out. I'll put a link in a card above and also in the description, or one or the other, where you can head on over to that video to check that out. Also, I will link my Ducati Panigale V2 video so that you guys can see what I initially thought of the Frank Thomas stealth jacket when I first wore it, when I did that bike review. You may find that from watching that video to this video that my opinion on the jacket may have changed slightly. When I first wore the jacket, you know, over a year ago now, it did feel weird because I hadn't worn anything leather for about 5 years. Fuck off, dickheads, absolute fucking cretins. Anyway, as I was saying, so you may find that my attitude towards this jacket has changed slightly since I did that first initial review of it when I was wearing it doing the V2 video. So you might find that my opinion of the jacket has changed somewhat, for the better I might add, because now that I've actually had a chance to wear it properly, like in a normal street riding scenario like today, I actually kind of like it. And I know it's a bit late for me to say, oh no, I don't actually like it, and then be like, oh no, I want to send it back and blah 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 blah, because I can't. I mean, okay, fair enough, I actually work for the company that make Frank Thomas, but I can't just offload it back to him and be like, oh yeah, I don't want it now, because one, I've worn it in the rain, two, it's dirty, and three, I don't have a fucking clue what I've done with the thermal liner. So in essence, I'm kind of stuck with this. And I'll be honest, if I've got one slight criticism of this jacket, it's the cuffs on the sleeves. If it weren't for the sleeves, I think this jacket would be perfect for me. I really do. And when we get a chance to stop, I'll actually show you what I mean. Basically, if you look at the cuffs, just around where the zip finishes, there's a bit of neoprene, which I think that could do with being a little bit shorter. Not by a lot, just a little bit. Because what I'm finding is that when I'm reaching for the bars, perfectly fine. When I'm sitting in a more relaxed position, shall we say, the sleeves actually do rock up a little bit, or rock down, whatever you want to call it. So for example, where I'm sitting up like this, the back of the jacket is creeping up a tiny bit, plus also just around here, see it's folding up. I think if they made that a little bit smaller, even maybe half as thick or half as wide, sorry, that would probably solve a lot of the problems. And that's probably something that I'm going to look into, because I don't think it would actually be that expensive to get the neoprene shortened, shall we say. I think it's a fairly straightforward process, but I think it's definitely doable. If necessary, I might even ship it off to those guys down at Hill for Leather in Aldershot that worked on my my Alpine style gloves a few years back, and see what they could do for me. Because they might turn around and say, oh, do you know what, you're probably better off just removing the neoprene altogether. And if that's the case, then, you know, so be it. I'd rather have a jacket that's a bit shorter in the sleeve to make it more comfortable when I wear my gauntlets than be too long now, do you know what I mean? It's such a weird sensation wearing leather again, and I haven't worn leather in so long. But in a way it feels kind of nice, because it's different. So I haven't actually started overheating yet, whereas with the other jacket I normally wear, I'd probably be getting rather warm right about now. But I'll be honest, we're getting back into leather. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, I think, but it, you know, it will do, do you know what I mean? It will take a bit of getting used to. But it's the same with anything. First couple of times you wear it, or the first couple of times you do something, it's always going to feel a bit weird. So ladies and gentlemen, so far, what do you think? Do you think this jacket looks alright? Do you think it looks decent enough for what I'm doing? I mean, admittedly, I know I must look a bit podgy in it, but you know, I am trying to lose a bit of weight. But generally speaking, the fit and finish of this Frank Thomas Stealth jacket is pretty good. I can't lie. For £200, you know, you can't expect, you know, AAA quality, but you know, I'm not complaining. Apart from these fucking gloves are falling apart on me. I mean, look at those knuckles. But generally speaking, as a whole, the jacket does fit pretty decently. It's not too heavy now that I've taken the liner out. You know, I'm slowly acclimatising to the fit of it, or should I say it's acclimatising to me, whichever way round you want to put it. The jacket is slowly becoming more comfortable to wear. I mean, admittedly, I'm bound to get slated for it because it's, you know, it's not Alpine Stars, it's not Dainese, it's not Furigan or whatever. But you know what, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what it is, as long as it fits properly and it's not flapping around. It's not causing me any issues, you know, body position wise, it's absolutely fine. It's not causing me any ill feeling, like, you know, for example, around my arms or my shoulders, which in a lot of cases, with a lot of jackets that I've tried on in the past, that does tend to, you know, change my view and my attitude towards a certain brand or a certain cut of jacket. But generally speaking, I can't fault it. The jacket's very comfortable, it's not very heavy, the armour sits where it's supposed to. You know, like I say, the arms are a little bit on the long side, so that could do with being made a little bit small, a little bit shorter even. Get me fucking words out in a minute. But other than the sleeves being a little bit shorter, this jacket's a winner if you ask me. A few little tweaks here and there, and this jacket will be absolutely perfect. But these can happen in time, do you know what I mean? I dare say Frank Thomas will bring out a new version of this jacket at some point, which will replace the old one, this one. So it's not the end of the world. Like I said, potentially I could always look at getting the sleeves altered if I I want to. No idea how much that'll cost, but that's something I can always look into. But for now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. I hope you got something out of it. If you've got any questions regarding the jacket or any of the content that I've produced so far, make sure to leave a comment in the comments box down below and I'll do my best to answer them. But for now, this is where I leave you. This is me, Lee, aka Rollin Thunder, saying look after yourselves, look after each other, be safe on the road, and as always, adios!